Hey guys, it's your boy Silverblaze X, and welcome to another episode of the TVD Tavern. Oh
Oh
my
my
god, that was
God. Did you Oh my God.
no,
I
no.
wasn't prepared for that.
And unlike a lot of the episodes that we've done, I usually feel very confident in the topics that we talk about, right? Whether it's about comics and it's about manga and yes, anime and other pop culture things like Marvel, DC, etc., right? But one of the things that I've always felt anemic, right? That I could say I could call myself an alpha geek, right? An alpha otaku. Is Gundam. Gundam is the topic that I've always been very ignorant to. And it's not that I don't like it, it just doesn't call to me. But it's
That's
cool.
fair.
I will say I do like mechas. I do like robots, right? Voltron was one of my favorite series. It has some of
Hey,
the best.
Voltron.
A
Yeah.
is one of the coolest and most iconic mechas that we all know, aside from obviously
hmm
Gundam, right? Power Rangers have always had mechas in every single generation of Power Rangers, and I love Power Rangers, right? So, and in every anime, there's always been like a form of type of mecha reference, but Gundam has eluded me because it seems to be like an entirely vast, wide universe of like stories and things happening. And I was like, I'm good. It's just like One Piece. It's gotten too big that I guess I gave up on it.
Oh my
But
God.
thankfully,
You
we
always
have
gotta
the
throw in the One Piece. You always gotta throw it in. Like, let me just dig into this real quick.
uh but thankfully I have Ombu that will be able to guide me through this weird journey that is Mobile Suit Gundam Jikuksu.
Yeah, GQuuuuuuX, something like that. It's Kiro Senshi Gundam GQuuuuuuX.
And it's a movie that just came out here in the States not too long ago. Ambu and I each went to the movies and checked it out. I was super impressed. I loved the art style. The guy that is involved with Fooly Cooley actually dabbled in this movie, and you can immediately see the colors, the designs, that the kind of like sleek design that he has for robots and mecha. It's all there. I will say that Gundam, and I was telling Moose about this, was that one of the things that Gundam always kind of I like about Gundam too much was the lack of color. And I know that there's like a lot of color technically, but like not a lot of like color, if that makes sense. Like it seems like dull color to me. But
Well,
but
it's
the good.
Well, I was gonna say is like, I mean, the standard Gundam color is like yellow, blue, red, and white. It's usually predominantly white with stretches of blue and red, and then little bits of yellow. You always have like the iconic shields that typically have red with like the four-pointed star and stuff like that. You've got the pink laser beams. So, I mean, Gundam for the most part, it has its own very distinct color palette and always sticks with it. So I agree with you on that. But go ahead, continue.
No, yeah, no. All I was gonna say that the director Kazuya Tsurumaki, he just brings that kind of like extra color that pops, like that just like live energy movement color to Gundam GQuuuuuuX. And you can, again, like I said, you can see it immediately just with like some of the main characters in the series. Like their eyes, dude, the color on their
hmm
eyes, that dude looks, you would think that it's too much, but it's not. It's like just right. Like I like everything about the main character. What's her name, Ambu? The redhead girl.
It is, one second. It is Amate Yuzuhira.
Dude, she looks so cool. I like her design. I love everything about her. So Byron. Machu, I think was her nickname, right?
I think so, yeah, Matsu. That's her
And
childhood nickname, yeah.
yeah, but the movie kind of starts off differently. at first it kind of threw me for a loop. Because I saw the poster boards right in the trailer, and I see this little girl, but at the beginning it shows like the iconic guy that we always see in Gundams, right? And I'm gonna call him Guy because I don't know very much anything about this character, right? But you'll know who he is, right? It's always that guy that wears like a helmet and like a weird white mask on his face. It's been referenced in so many different animes, hell, in a lot of probably other like Western series, to make fun of Gundam, right, or reference Gundam. But it's the iconic guy. It's that dude with the white little mask. You can never see his face, right? And you're like, is he good? Is he bad? Like he does. You don't even know where he stands on this story. Like, is he the bad guy?
So
I
okay,
don't
I'll
know.
I'll take over from here, everybody, real quick.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna I'm
god,
gonna interject. So everybody, who he's talking
I
about
don't know
is
who he is. Yeah.
Char as Noble. He is there is always in Gundam. You're always gonna have a Char. You're always gonna have a kind of
What does
like
that mean?
Zeonic front. Well, his
You're
name
gonna
is
have to dumb it
Char
down
as
for all of
Noble.
us.
Well, Char as Noble. So in Gundam, Char origin was actually a clone of one of the Zeonic Federation's sons, and he's a new type who basically has psychic premonition, who's able to like read things, know, predict things, all the other stuff. So in Gundam there's regular humans who are, normal everyday like you and I, Silver, and there's the new types who are
Or
the
are
ones that
we?
are built for becoming pilots for Gundams because they're able to anticipate things better, they're able to like predict things, they're more psychic, if you will. And that's the type of like magic that that Gundam utilizes for like these superhumans and all that. Char is one of those people. And so in GQuuuuuuX, um, so the movie itself is really 3 episodes, but what you actually get is a special episode that might not actually air on TV. It's a what if alternate universe scenario of the original Gundam series or Gundam 0079 or the One Year War, where Char actually is able to steal the Gundam rather than actually, as we know of the One Year War, where Amuro Ray gets into the Gundam, he stops the Zeonic Federation, he's able to like save the white base, the famous white base that we know, and the rest is history. So in this one, he's able to find the Gundam, find the cockpit open, able to steal it for the Zeonic Federation, and reap, and like even makes commentary about why the color is like white, red, and blue and yellow. He makes a joke of maybe it was originally meant to be a decoy um, Gundam or mecha, and then steals it for the Zeonic Front. And in this what if, um, a lot of the big moments in like the original Gundam series, Gundam Zeta, and even Gundam Double Zeta, Char is at the front. So instead of Amuro blowing up, like stopping the Zeonic Federation from getting to the White Base when they launch out of the colony, uh, Char actually destroys most of the forces. In I think in Zeta or in Double Zeta, when the Earth Federation decides to blow up the mining colony, Char's at the forefront of it. Basically, the theory that I've read online from Japan is that this is Char from Char's counterattack, who goes back in time because he reaches the Great Dimension. This is going to go over a lot of people's heads, so forgive me for that. It is for a lot of the fans who've grown up with Gundam.
You're good.
So
I've already zoned out.
it's okay.
Just
Essentially,
kidding.
Gundam, so in Char's counterattack becomes so like psychic, he can go back in time with his mecha. That's or like go back in time. So he went back in time, he stole the Gundam, he stopped the One Year War from becoming a thing, won it for the Zeonic Front, put them basically in a stalemate, but then in Jikuxu, because it's an alternate universe, he disappears. His Gundam is fully red, and the red Gundam disappears, and nobody knows where it went to. So GQuuuuuuX is an alternate universe retelling of the Universal Century, which is the predominant timeline of the Gundam franchise. And so GQuuuuuuX takes place in 0085. It's 6 years later. The Earth Federation and the Zeonic Front have actually created a treaty to where they work together because it's kind of like a stalemate. And nobody knows where Char is. He's just gone missing. However, the Zeonic Federation has still created, or the front has created a ultimate drive called like the New Psycom, Quantum Psycom device, which allows new types to pilot their um, machines without having to use regular controls. They can actually they can think what they want to do, and then the machines move at their will. What happens is there's this character named Nyan who's like a parcel delivery person who bumps into Machu or Mate and is delivering a psychic drive to this group who is trying to put it in their Zaku that they stole called the psychic drive. The psychic drives basically activate the machines to be able to work to fight in what is known as a clan battle, which in this
Hmm.
timeline is where people can watch a live stream of Zeonic or like gut mechas battle it out. And the rules are simple. You take off the head of the mecha and then you win. And it's usually like 2v2.
Hmm.
And then of
Oh, okay.
course, right? And then in this one, the red Gundam magically appears out of nowhere. People don't know who's piloting it. They're wondering if Char is back or not because he's been gone for 6 years. And this leads to uh not side six, which is like a remaining Zeonic front. Um, Releasing the secret new Gundam that they built called the GQuuuuuuX, which looks really different. That is because of Hideki Anno. Hideki Anno, who you know as the creator of Neon Genesis Evangelion, loves his slender, weird-looking robots, and you're gonna notice that design for even in the What If, in like the new series and everything else. Um, and so yeah, basically they use it, stuff goes wrong. The Red Gundam, you find out more, you find out about where Char may have gone to, but there's still a mystery of where he is. And then also there's more to Machu than what we know. Um, and then of course the ending of the movie ends in a very fun teaser of like what we are looking forward to in the GQuuuuuuX series. I want to try to limit the spoilers because I think for those who are Gundam fans, if you stumble upon this, I don't want to ruin it for you. But if Crunchyroll does what The Witch from Mercury does, where they have like the prologue episode, you're gonna
Yeah.
love it if you're a Gundam fan. I'll just end it there.
I mean, I loved it as not a Gundam. Well, not a Gundam fan. It's not that I hate Gundam, but I just
Well, of
don't
course.
understand it at this point. I have an appreciation for Gundam. I do like it. It has some of them have great animations and great stories, but I wanted to go back to the studios. I just realized that
Hmm.
Studio Kahara and Studio Sunrise were involved in this, and these are some of the biggest studios in anime that have made some of the iconic animes that we all love and enjoy. Let me just run some by you.
Hmm.
First off, we have Code Geass, right? That in itself, whoa, Cowboy Bebop. Okay, they worked
Hmm.
Sunrise worked on Cowboy Bebop,
Hmm.
and it worked on a series that very few know about, but I geeked out so much on my early 20s about. It's called My Hime or Z Hime, right? And it's a series that I might have Ambu check out and take a look at. Have you ever seen that series, Ambu?
I feel like I've heard of it before.
Oh man, talk about like magical girl transformation related, but with
Oh, I've seen this
technology.
before. Yeah, okay, I've seen this before, but I haven't watched it.
It's good. It's good. We can dive into that in the future, but it's also been in charge of Sunrise has been in charge of making some other really good Gundam series like Mobile Suit Gundam 00, right? And then the other studio that's involved is Kahara, and Kahara has also made some like really good series, right? For example, Evangelion, right? Shin Godzilla, which looked great. I enjoyed Shin Godzilla quite a bit. So it's got some really cool studios, and it
Hmm.
showed in the animation. It showed in the music, it showed in the movements. Even though again, I don't know anything about Gundam like Ambu does, I did not feel lost. I'll be honest. It kept on kind of like dragging me in and out, and like I don't know, at least I didn't feel lost. Like at the very
Yeah, yeah.
beginning, I understood that there's these two guys trying to go like break in to steal a Gundam. They do it. It's exciting. There's shooting. There's robots fighting each other, right? He unlocks something, which is cool to see. He continues to help his faction, right? And then he unlocks something even further, and it adds all these cool colors to the series that the director from Fully Cooley adds, and it almost makes it into this like weird trans-dimensional stream of colors, and he disappears. I don't know. it kind of it's like whoa, like what's gonna happen next, and then boom, you get dropped into this whole other story, right?
Hmm.
This whole other story with these two girls, right? Just living in a colony, like and it's just showing a whole different point of view of things and everything. Time has passed since the Char guy has disappeared and vanished. um I don't know, I did not feel lost. Again, not a Gundam fan. I don't know anything about Gundam. I don't have any
Yeah.
knowledge about it whatsoever, and it still, it flowed very well. It left me wanting more. It left me
Well,
wanting want more and more of this.
so I will
Sorry.
say though, I do no, no, I think this is like a honestly, like this was a easy this is a I think this is a semi-easy entry into the Gundam series, into the Gundam franchise if you want to. I mean, it's fun. Like you said, it's very unique in compared to a lot of the other Gundams because of the color and like the way that it plays with color, especially because of Fully Cooley. Like there's a very distinct style to it with like the character design. And then you've got Hideki Anno's like mecha designs with like the leaner, slender look of mechas. But what I loved as a Gundam fan that really like made it so exciting to hear everybody else who was in the theater with me that were like Gundam fans, the that what if scenario with Char that you were watching, they restored and remastered the original sounds from the original Gundam series to use. So like the Gundam opening song, the
Mm.
Gundam sounds, like the laser particle sounds, everything that they
Oh
used
yeah,
was like
the
all from like yeah, but those are all from the
yeah, it was
original
really cool.
1979 show. It was pretty cool.
That was very
Um,
cool.
it's just it's such like a little treat for fans of the series for like, for wherever entry you've been into versus like newcomers who are, who know of Gundam, know bits and pieces of Gundam, but aren't as invested into Gundam. Because let's be real, I think most people who know of Gundam probably were fans of Gundam Wing or they went into like Gundam 00 or my
That's the
favorite
one
one,
only Gundam series that I've actually seen through and through
Gundam
is
Seed,
Gundam
right?
Wing. Oh, gun! I thought it was Gundam Wing.
No, Gundam Wing, and then didn't you, or did you just start Gundam
Oh
Seed?
yeah, no, no, Gundam Weed, Weed. Whoa,
Weed? Excuse me,
Weed
buddy.
and C. It
I
never
was
made it
like,
into the
oh.
U.S. It
Oh
Snoop
man.
Dogg was the producer.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
Wing and Seed. Yes, correct.
No
Those are
wonder
the
why
two
you
series.
blended the two for Gundam Weed. Could you imagine like a whole entire Gundam series where
Oh
they're like baked,
God.
like trying to fight a war?
Oh.
Like, oh bro, look at this sick move I'm about to do. And just like you see them
In
like lean back in
in
the
order to
chair.
connect to the SciComm, we have to toke out, bro. All right. Oh shit! Look at all those colors.
But no, dude, it yeah, I agree with you. It's a lot of fun and like the music is
He
really
agrees
good,
with me.
right? Like the music was really solid. I don't want
Yes.
I was kind of waiting for the pillows to pop up because we know Fully Cooley, the director, worked with the pillows a lot and they're iconic, but of course they have retired and they worked with Kenshi Yonezu, who was the um opening artist for Chainsaw Man, and his style fit very well with the Fully Cooley director's like style and the music composition.
Yeah, yeah. And then there was these other two music producers that have worked with other big animes. I
Hmm.
believe Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hmm.
One of them worked with Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, but yeah, I mean the movie was definitely well taken care of. It had a good team, and you could tell in the quality of the series. Um, I was impressed. I liked it. It's definitely going to make me motivated again to keep an eye out for this series. To see, I mean, is it gonna come out on Boo? Is there gonna
It's
be a
coming out
series?
in April, so this was just like a little teaser of things to come. Um, I think
Okay.
it's starting in Japan in April, and then like if you have Crunchyroll or wherever it's going to come out, it's probably going to be like 24 hours later because that's usually how it goes with the simulcasts. So we're not
Ah,
going to be
just joking.
we're not going to be kept in the dark for too long. But like the cool thing though about this Gundam series, I also want to point this out, is this is only the second time I believe a Gundam series has a main protagonist that's female. The last one was Witch from Mercury, which was also a really solid series. Kind of very similar in structure in terms of like the clan battles, but it was a little bit different. And it just and like the clan battles are very similar as well, and they look really fun. I also really like the fighting sequences in this in Jikutsu. Like the with how fast the mechas felt and with like how smooth the battles looked, it was a lot of fun to watch. Um, I felt myself glued to my seat, just like wanting to watch how like the Jikutsu moved in like the Red Gundam, especially with the introduction of Tsuji, who found the Red Gundam, who also saw the Kitty Kitty, I think is what she called it, the Great Beyond, the all the pretty sparkles and
Oh yeah, yeah,
everything,
yeah, yeah.
where she connects into like the psychom device so well that she like is somehow a new type, which is a really cool mystery also of like why is she able to do that? And then Shuji saying that he can hear his Gundam talking, the Red Gundam. So that's another mystery that I'm looking forward to seeing if Char is maybe fused with the robot. And if that is the case, then it's pretty much like Neon Genesis Evangelion, because that's something that also Hideki Anno really liked doing was which was the idea of like the human soul bonding with a robot. I would not be surprised.
Which falls into fully coolie territory.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was worth it. You guys should
Mhm.
watch it too and get into Gundams. I would love to promise Ambu that I will get into a Gundam, but holy shit. That means I have to backtrack quite a bit.
Dude, there's
And I
just so
have been
many.
trying because I finished Seed, because I had seen Wing. I had not seen Seed. I finished Seed, but I will say that I'll do this if I can get Ambu into watching My Hime and My Otome, then I will watch all of Gundam. No
Dude, don't promise
problem.
that. There are so many series and so many different timelines.
I will watch Gundam anytime over One Piece. No problem.
Oh my
Easy.
God.
Easiest
So
thing I will do.
I can just say this, like, because I know it's kind of hard to cover this without spoiling too much, and then like getting into there's a
Mm.
lot, but there's also not a lot to cover because it's more like a good teaser for what's to come. I think it's a great setting the stage for like a new series that looks exciting, that brings vibrancy to a series that I do feel like has gotten a little stagnant in terms of like what we
Mm.
have expected of, Gundam, because Gundam has always been like anti-war. It always deals with like kids being the pilot and the trauma of and the cost of war. Um, and
Just thought it was
as
about
always,
robots and fighting each other and cool
well,
explosions
yeah, I
and
mean, there's always,
shooting.
it's always about government corruption. It's always about like classism and all this other stuff. But like this one seems just interesting. It's very colorful. The designs are
Just seems
really
fun.
great. The colors pop really well. I mean, like the red and blue contrast between Shuji and Machu looks great. The Gundam looks really sick, even though it still uses the traditional colors. One of my favorite moments is when she unlocks the quantum Psychon drive, and you see everything like start to change and shift in the Gundam, and it looks super sick. It looks fun. That's the thing. Like, I'm still expecting to get hit with the feels and the sadness like it did with Fully Cooley and Evangelion, but it looks like it's still gonna have fun with like the design and with the storytelling and with the uniqueness of the look. Because it doesn't really look like any other traditional Gundam, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah, but Fully Cooley had it had its sadness, but at the same time, it also had like this sort of like it was I mean, I know it had its sadness, but like almost to a point, like feelings that you could relate to, like
Hmm.
the awkwardness of being a kid and having feelings for somebody and the uncertainties of yourself. And if they add that to Gundam, I think it'll be done pretty well. I mean, maybe that's what it got what Gundam, because I guess to me Gundam always seemed very rigid when it came to
Hmm.
the dialogue and the story.
It
And the only
is.
thing that was kind of like worth watching was the mobile suit fights, you know?
That's fair.
To me, right? But the dialogues in the story always just seemed always very like just stiff and like Kazuya seems to bring that flexibility, malleability, what's the word I'm looking for, Umbu here, that he has that he's used in these other series.
Yeah, I
Um,
I would agree with that. No, I
so
agree with you 100% because like I said, every Gundam, you know the staple. There's always a Char, there's always a Gundam, there's always a war, there's always going to be violence, and it's always going to hit you hard with the anti-war sentiment, which we understand. It's a show about like the cost of violence and the trauma it deals out. But this one feels like it's going to do it in a much more in a way that is more fluid and more, I guess, relatable, I would say, but also more
yeah,
colorful. It's playful. That's what I would say. The show
yeah.
itself was playful. It wasn't just rigid, like you said. It didn't feel like it was stuck in a linear path that we expect of Gundam. It actually has some like little curves and twists and turns and everything. And there's so much more to it that I think it's gonna. I feel like, dude, if it's successful, it could revive the franchise and honestly give it more room to grow and change and adapt into something different than what it is, than what we come to expect.
Maybe. I mean, because like if it revived the franchise, right? And you guys please comment, right? Will it revive under Kazuya Tsurumaki, or will we go back to just more Gundam series with the same rigid narrative, right?
I hope not. Yeah.
Because that's the thing, right? A lot of times, like they have one good thing, and it's like, oh, Gundam, and everybody goes back to some, or like, oh, Marvel, and then it's like, let's do six of those movies. Let's just
Yeah.
eat the shit
Yeah.
out of that franchise, right?
Yeah.
And
Like
then
Thor: Love and Thunder.
nobody, and then everybody's, see what I mean? So, and then everybody's like, it's this too far,
Yeah.
too
I
far.
mean, it's like so some of my favorite franchises in Gundam are shows are like Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, brutally heavy,
Oh
brutally sad.
yeah,
But then the
I
second
saw that a
season,
little bit actually. That wasn't so bad. That was pretty good.
I mean the second season is debatable, but the first season is really well done.
Is that the one with the kids that are essentially running the entire operation?
Mhm.
That was so good though. It was sad, it was tragic, but it was good.
Yeah.
I actually liked it. It didn't feel so rigid, in my
I'd be down
opinion.
to rewatch it if you want to actually do Iron-Blooded Orphans. That's such a good
I am
series.
totally down. I
Okay.
liked it. I actually liked that series. Yeah.
But no, I mean, I agree with you. I think this is the swift kick in the butt that Gundam needed to change because I do agree with you. I think his name
Yeah.
is Tomino Sensei, who has been running the series for the most part since like the first series pretty much has the same ideas repeatedly, and then a lot of the other shows have kind of just copied it because it's a safe bet to do so. And I also kind of feel like, let's be honest
That's
here,
the
this
problem.
might be a spicy take here for a lot of Gundam fans, but I feel like Gundam
It's
became
piss
more
off the
about the
Gundam
designs.
community.
No, but
Yeah.
I feel like Gundam became more about like selling the Gundam model kits at times than it was about like sometimes the story. They want to
Yeah.
like I feel like it became more
Yeah.
about marketing than it became about like the what
Yeah.
made Gundam so special. And that's why I think G-Quix is going to be so interesting, is because I do feel like it's going to change it up. It's created a lot of discussion. I've looked at forum boards like on Reddit and other places, and people are talking about G-Quix as something brand new and refreshing. So I'm excited, like I said, to see where it goes. Um,
Me
yeah,
too. I really am looking forward to it. And I hope that we get a chance to see it and it doesn't get stuck in Japan or something weird like that. And that
it won't.
I don't know. It won't.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But so let's close off by saying this. Would you recommend somebody to go check it out, whether or not they are Gundam fan or non Gundam fan?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I mean, it's not gonna stay in theaters too soon. So if you're listening to this and watching this, go as soon as possible. But you probably won't see this episode not this week, but the following week.
Well,
So
go okay.
it'll be
By
too
the
late.
time you see this, go watch the series when it comes out in
Sorry.
April. Go enjoy it. If Crunchyroll does what they did with Witch Mercury, please watch the What If with Char, um, for the like revisioning of the Gundam timeline because it's well done. It's fantastic.
Mhm.
And then go watch the series itself. I feel like it's gonna be worth it. It's going to be different, and I'm excited to see what it holds for the future of this franchise.
Yes. All right. Cool deal.
Yes. Well, real quick before we go, please everybody, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For those of you who are on YouTube, why don't you comment down a mecha anime that you love that you think we should see? I mean, we've talked about like in chats out of recording about Good and Lagann. We've talked. I know other ones like Gunbusters. Gunbuster has been really good. I mean, there's so many out there, but let us know one that you think we should check out.
Evangelion.
May Evangelion, dude, Evangelion, I grew up on for so
Do,
much.
do,
It's
do, 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 do,
do,
do, do,
do,
do,
do,
do, do,
do, do,
do.
do, do. Dude, Cruel Angel's Thesis will always like live rent free in my head, 100%. Um,
Ooh, Samurai Ninja Cats. No, actually, no, not really.
no, I'd be down. I've heard of it. I haven't watched it, but I've heard of it.
No, it doesn't have a lot of mechas. It very like
Oh,
not really, but it's
or
it's a
like,
good series too.
you know what show? Okay, I know we're going on a tangent, but you know what show I wish we could still find media for? Do you
Hmm.
remember Megas XLR?
Yes. Oh my God.
Dude,
Ooh.
I wish that they still had like media for that so we could watch it. I'm sad that it's been like lost and it's become lost media.
I don't know,
I
man. Maybe like in some because I remember I faintly remember renting it in Mexico when I was a kid
Oh,
in
really?
VHS. I think so.
All right. But
Maybe.
anyway, chat, maybe.
Yeah.
I keep saying chat. Dude, I swear, streaming is
It's
messing
okay.
with me.
It's all
But
right.
everybody at the tavern, please don't forget to pay your tabs. Enjoy the meat that you are currently drinking. We don't want you to get murdered by the Ninja Cat, so please pay your tab. And we will see you on the next episode of TBT Tavern. Good night,
Bye.
all.